exactly. How do you know that they're actually, with all this change, how do you know they're actually working? And there's so many moving pieces now. How do you actually see that they're contributing to the bottom line or moving?
Yeah, that's an important fact. I mean, obviously the ROI is important, but how do you get the ROI?
Yeah.
First of all, you got to have a good, system in place in which you can measure your sales and you can look at what your spend is. And that's where obviously someone like us at ChannelAssist comes into play, because we can help provide that data. So I think that's one key important tool that when I was managing, the channels wasn't around. So I think that's a key thing, or it was, but it was evolving. So I think that's one key thing. The other thing is having solutions in place that allows you to survey the partners easily, so you can get the information back quickly, whether it's the dealer owner managers or it's even the folks that are the feet on the street. So I think surveys are getting that kind of information. If you're a vendor, just getting feedback from your own people, your PBMs. I mean, those are your paid feet on the street. So I think that information is important. And then even having, things like roundtables. I think roundtables are important, because I think that's one way of getting feedback directly from partners. You just have to be careful, because I think a lot of times if you're a vendor, the people you invite to the roundtables are people who you actually meet with often. And, you've got to make sure that you're not getting skewed in getting information that you already know and getting into a whole bunch of, group think. But I think getting that feedback is important. And I think that's where tools like we have will allow you to reach out to those long tail partners. So the partners, that are at the lower end of your revenue, and getting feedback from them on what they're looking for. Because the one thing you have to remember is, just because a particular reseller is a low volume reseller for you, that doesn't mean that they're a low volume reseller. That just means they're a low volume reseller for you. And maybe you need to change some of the things that you're doing.
That's a good point. One thing that I might add to that is, with all the tools that are available today and all the moving pieces, when you're thinking about incentives, I think gone are the days where the sporadic, ad hoc, subjective, I just ran this incentive and I think it worked, days are over. Make sure you're capturing the data from all the activities you're running. So if you're running a promotion, or you're trying to incentivize, let's say, a specific type of training with your partner salespeople, ensuring that you can actually capture that information and then get fed back that relevant intelligence that you can actually make better decisions, and then actually make or justify the spend.